Yo, what's up guys, it's Tiger here. Today I'm making this video just to put up my own thoughts on the new DayZ dev blog that Rocket uploaded a couple of days ago. As you can see here, I'm playing a bit of Dayzero Padogorsk, so that will be a nice background video just for you to watch while I'm talking. Now, Rocket covered a number of different new additions to the game, as well as some old features that he showed in previous dev blogs. One of the main things that I personally think will have a big plus on the game is the surrender position. Basically what happens is that you can bind a key such as say number 3 on your keyboard. This will allow you to go into the surrender position. The surrender position is a position that you go onto one knee and you put your hands on your head. When you're in this position, someone can handcuff you if they have handcuffs, making you immobile, which means they can go through your stuff and steal what they so desire. When they handcuff you, you are allowed to struggle by holding down a key. This will eventually let you to break free from the handcuffs, but beware, people can see you struggling. You go back and forth. Another cool feature to the standalone is that when you shoot someone on sight, their gear will be damaged or destroyed. This means that if you shoot someone on sight, you will not receive any of their gear that is working. In most cases, you might just about find something that's really damaged, such as say clothes or some armor that is completely screwed up. This means it will cut the amount of PvP on DayZ, and it leaves us some roleplay, talking to people, trading, and make it a really survival orientated game again, which is what everyone loves. Another addition to the game is the clothes. I know you've seen them all before, but there is some new clothes that Rocket showed off. There'll be a picture coming up right on your screen now. It is a really cool thing to DayZ. It's something that has really been missing from the mod. There's a lot of customization now with your character, which means you can have your own personalities, and everything like that just really adds to the DayZ atmosphere, and it's going to be a really cool thing to see in the future. One thing that I'd really like to see in the DayZ standalone is a knockout feature. So say if you're running up to someone and you see someone in a bush, and you don't really want to talk to them because they've got a gun, you don't want them to turn around and shoot you, so you can just go hit them over. It knocks them out for depends how long, I'd say about 20 seconds. You could handcuff them, and then you can talk to them, sort stuff out, do whatever you want to do without having to risk yourself being killed. It's a good idea because then you won't just get shot if you're in a bush. And if you want to do a bit of roleplay, it's always good on DayZ. It might add something to allow you just to do that bit extra. Another thing that they've added to the DayZ standalone is something very small, and that if you get food, you actually have to open it before you eat it. Subtle things like this is something that will really make the DayZ standalone good. As you can see, it's a survival game. You don't want a lot on your screen. You want it to be basic, a bit like real life. They could do some more extra stuff, like say if they're going to get a debug, at least make it so it's limited to, because in real life you can't really tell how much blood you've got. There should be some thing on the screen, just so obviously if you know if you're low blood, you don't feel well, something like that. Even being sick, but not just a cold, maybe something worse like an infection or something. Infection, say from a bullet shot, that would be cool. I've seen the videos of them like staggering. You can walk with a limp, stuff like that is really cool. Another thing that I think should be a bit adjusted is the menu. It kind of looks the inventory menu. It kind of looks a bit unprofessional, kind of. That's just my opinion, but I think they can really tidy that up a bit. Now, when it comes to radios on DayZ, I think that there's a few things that I would like to see when it comes to the radio. One thing is that they're quite rare because obviously you're not going to find radios everywhere, and it's something that players could look forward to, a kind of near like an end game situation. One thing that you could probably do is choose your frequency. So you choose a frequency that you want, and if someone else chooses that frequency by mistake, they can listen to you and your friend talk. And if say bandits would listen to you and your friend talking, they could follow you, meet up with you, do whatever. You can also you could make some friends with some survivors if you mistakenly went onto their frequency. You never know. It'd just be a cool thing to add to the game. It would add a lot of different options that you can explore if you hear someone else talking on the radio. Another thing when it comes to radio, I don't think there should be a side chat in the servers. It should just purely be radio. I don't know if that's the thing that they're going to be adding. Of course, direct and vehicle chat should be a feature, because you can talk to someone 50 meters away from you if you're shouting. but of course you can't talk to someone that's the other side of the map. One last thing that I would have really liked when it came to the standalone is a completely new map. I know this isn't happening. They have added a lot of stuff to the map of Chernarus, and of course UTES at the bottom right in the sea. But I really think they should have made a whole new map, nothing to do with ARM or anything. It would have been a really cool addition, make it a new fresh game instead of people already kind of knowing where they can camp with snipers, stuff like that. But overall, I think there's going to be a lot of good things to come from the DayZ standalone. It's obviously they haven't set a actual date when it's going to be released. I hope they don't set a date because I don't want them to overrun it again. I just want them to take their time and make an awesome game that we can all enjoy. Now, I hope you enjoyed my thoughts and my summary of the dev blog. As I said, the video will be below, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to bring out a lot of DayZ standalone as soon as it comes out. Hopefully, I can put some good videos together. Alright guys, see you in the next video.